Hi guys, welcome back to your not so ordinary scrapbook channel. Today is Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday. I forgot what day it was. It's been a busy week. Today I decided that I was going to go through some of these embellishments, homemade embellishments that I created in my spare time. As you can see, there are a lot. I do this while I watch TV. I'm the type of person who has to have something to do while they watch TV or they fall asleep. And so I usually have like this very small bin that I just set beside me on the couch. And while I'm watching a movie or watching TV or whatever, I just pick from that bin, and I usually have scrap paper in there and like assorted embellishments, and I have my little bag of tools and a little trash bag, and I just sit there and I make homemade embellishments while I watch TV. And I don't really, it's so funny that I have so many of these, but this is probably about 2 or 3 months worth. I also fill this with stuff that I'm not going to, like if I find something in the bin that I'm working from that I can't make into a homemade embellishment, I just stick it in the container that I'm putting the finished ones in, because I know that it's just going to go back into the scrap room. And like this postcard from Disney, it's just a piece of cardstock that has like the Disney logo and it's got the castle on there. I will use that in my Disney album, but I didn't want to cut it up or make it into a homemade embellishment, so I just set that aside. This is a very large like topper for a page, and I didn't want to cut it up or add anything to it. It's just a giant chipboard sticker, and so I'm just going to I just stuck it in here because I didn't want to make anything with it. Aside from that, I'm not going to show you everything that I made just because it would take hours to show you everything I made. But I will show you some things that I made and maybe give you some ideas on how you can create your own embellishments with leftover stickers from kits that you put together, or just odds and ends of things that you're not sure how you're going to use. That's how I use up like random little bits. Like I think the sticker here was, I have had this like chipboard tag in my stash for the longest time. And it was just like white. I had a white square in here, not knowing what I was going to do with it. I had this sticker, a random sticker of a camera, and then I had a random enamel dot that had a flower on it. And I just saw them sitting next to each other in the bin that I was making embellishments with, and I put it together, and that's a very usable embellishment. So I can use this on a vacation page or really anything. It's really cute now, and I really like it a lot more than when it was like 3 separate pieces that were sitting around in my stash being unused. When I have a larger sticker, this is a big sticker, or a journal tag sticker, I like to add stuff with it. This actually, I think, had something on the bottom of it that was unusable. It was like, it came in a big sheet of stickers, and I didn't like what was on the bottom because it was not something that I would use in my scrapbook. So I tried to find a sticker that in my bin that matched this color, and I found this wish sticker, and then I thought, well, this will go good in my Disney album. And so then I found in my planner sticker stash this Vacation 2015. I chose this because I knew that we went to Disney in 2015. So now this is a very usable sticker. Whereas before, whatever was on here, I can't remember what was on there. It just laid in my stash being unused. These are also, my last video, I talked about freebies. These were advertisements that I just cut out. And because I thought these were very usable on pages. They do look like I could take the time to cut all of these out with my little pen that I have here. I have this pen that's by Scotch. It's a precision cutter. And it's just got a little tiny blade, and you just use it like a pen. And you go around these little intricate little things, and then you can poke them out, and this will become an overlay. So I will probably do that eventually, but I knew that I didn't want to make that into a homemade embellishment. This one I did make into a homemade embellishment. It was part of the advertisement. As you can see, it ripped a little bit, but that's okay because I can cover those pieces up with like enamel dots or flare buttons or whatever. I did attach this star to it because I think there was like something there that I wanted to cover up, but it's also an advertisement. And I thought that that would be really cute, like for a 5th birthday or 5 years, just to mark 5 years for something, you know. I just thought that was really a way that I could enhance that number. Let's see. I'm trying to pick things that have different techniques that might be interesting for you. This is just a piece of like the back of a throwaway container, I think. And it was silver on one side and blue on the other. And then I just took some Disney stickers and attached it with part of a doily, and I made a tag out of it. This was actually from an advertisement too, this Disney. So I use a lot of like pieces of advertisement, junk mail, if it's in a really cool envelope, or sometimes you get stickers in junk mail, like if they want you to like donate something, or just all kinds of random things I just cut up and I use. These were not in the same collection at all. This tag came from some kit a long time ago. This was on a random sheet that you could cut out. These were stickers that were on the same sticker sheet. This was another sticker sheet. So none of these things went together at all, but they were in the bin. I saw that they matched, and I just stuck them together. I cut out the little helmet from the paper that it was on, and I found this tag. I thought that matched well. Knew that I had a little ball and bat sticker in that thing, because as you ruffle through your bin, you'll remember like what is in the bin. And so I knew that I had that, so I searched for that and found it. And then I saw that there was this flag, and I was like, oh, that matches really well too. So I just ended up sticking them all together, used a little Tim Holtz staple just to give it a little bit more interest, and that turned out really cute, and that's very usable. I will definitely use that. So sometimes it's hard to figure out what you're going to do with really large stickers, and I just cut them up. I figure, you know, they're mine. I just use whatever I have in a way that I'm going to use them, because it really doesn't matter how they were created to be used. It's really, you know, how what works for you. So these butterfly stickers were rather large, and they can be colored in if you want, but I kind of like them, like the black and white with it. And then this was from another sticker set, and it just said fun, and I just put it on white cardstock, and I just thought that was really cute. It turned out, and I just trim off the excess. Whenever I use a large sticker on something that's smaller, I just cut off the excess. And I think that it adds interest when like it goes off the embellishment. Let's see. This is another tag where it originally, the tag, this I think came from a swap, and I didn't even make it. This is like over 20 years old. This tag, it's been in my stash. So someone else made this tag and put the floral stickers on it. They chalked it. They put the eyelet in there and put this string in. But I wasn't using it because it was just like 2 flowers and I didn't know how I was going to use it. So I decided to make it Disney themed. And I had this that I had glittered. It was a stamped image that I had used the glitter glue. This fine, I think I talked about this in other videos before. It's like a little pen, but it has glue in it, this quickie glue. And I love this stuff. Like, I would take stock in this stuff. This stuff is great, especially for glitter. So you just like draw over the stamp image, color in where you want to glitter, and then I use the Martha Stewart ultra fine glitter to fill it in. So, and then I just cut around it, and then this is just a Disney planning sticker, and this says, is this, or this is the line with a question mark, like, and then autographs. And so I can use this. This is very usable for like when we met the Disney princesses at Disney and got their autographs. So I thought that was very cute. Here's a way that I use planner stickers. I do decorate my planner sometimes, but my planner is more functional. So I do use the planner stickers that are functional, but I don't always decorate it like some people do. And so I have a lot of these like really cute stickers that I could put on a planner page, but I don't often do that just because I feel like it's kind of a waste of the sticker. But they make really cute tags. This just says weekend, and the coffee sticker, the coffee cup stickers didn't even go with this with the heart like rectangles, but I just think that it turned out so stinking cute. And it's got like a coffee cup and XOXO. This one says here's my plan and love, and then another, this could even be like for tea. It wouldn't even have to be for coffee. I just think they turned out so cute. And this is just really just the back of this mermaid paper. I knew I wasn't going to use the mermaids. The kit that I had bought, I think, was from Scrapbooking for Less. And I knew that I had a few mermaid photos, like from when we went to Disney. But I didn't have a lot. And the kit had a lot of mermaid stuff. And I don't have any girls, so my boys are definitely not into mermaids. I mean, I do have a granddaughter, but she's only almost 3 months old, and I honestly don't have any pictures of her right now that I could scrapbook. But so I use the back, and the back is just like these multicolored dots, and I just thought that just turned out really super cute. Now this tag probably needs to be trimmed up, and because when I make tags, I don't necessarily pay attention too much like whether it's even. It's when I'm scrapbooking, if I notice that it's uneven like this one is, I will straighten it up before I put it on the page. But those were really cute, and I wanted to make sure that I showed you them. What else is in here? It's another advertisement for Disney that we got in the mail. It's just a postcard with a drawing of Slinky Dog. And I saved it, made it into a tag, put some stickers on it, and now it's very usable for a Disney page. So there's quite a lot of Disney stuff in here because there was a lot of Disney stickers in with that. Here's a way that I used an old like cowboy sticker sheet. This was a frame from another kit, and I thought that the colors matched really good like with that and this, and I just used an old piece of like leftover white cardstock. I never throw away white cardstock. I have a full bag of it that I can use for stamping, or that I can use for just random bits when you need a white piece of cardstock. And I had this like felt chipboard sticker, and it just says boots, chaps, and cowboy hats. And I will definitely use that for like Silver Dollar City or Branson or something like that. For a layout, and I really like the way that that turned out. This was actually like the scallop piece was actually a frame, and I just cut those pieces off of the frame. If you're not going to generally use a frame, just cut it up and use like a strip of it or a piece of it. They're so versatile. You can use them in so many different ways. This is another planner sticker that I intermixed with a piece of chipboard. And this is part of a planner set too. It just says, "This is my life," on a piece of white cardstock. A lot of these are planner stickers intermixed with scrapbook stickers. This was a tag that I made on the back of some cardstock. This was a border sticker, like a page topper. I rarely ever use page toppers that go all the way across the page anymore like this. I usually cut them up just because I can use them more than once. I almost feel like when you have one that's this long, it's almost a waste. And I don't always like do gigantic titles on the top of my layouts. Most of the time they're smaller. So, this is perfect to like begin a cluster or whatever. What else do I have? These were actually, this was a baby scrapbook that I found at Goodwill a long time ago. And it just had like, I think it was Baby Boy. And it was inside of a scrapbook album. And I took all the pages out of the scrapbook album. And I thought that this would not necessarily have to be like Baby Boy. It could be Vacation to the Zoo. It could be, anywhere that there are like turtles. It could be to the beach or whatever. So I just added some random embellishments, and I really like how it turned out. I thought that turned out really, really cute. This was from a planner sticker book, and it turned out to be one of my favorites. I can't wait to use this tag, actually. I really like it. So, any other interesting ones that I can show you? It's a baby one. Just in the hand scene, these ones. This was a stamped image that was kind of a messed up image at the bottom. It's still kind of messed up there too. And I'll probably take a brown like marker to like fill that in and maybe color in this floral or whatever. But I just added these 2 stickers, and I think that once I color this flower in, like maybe yellow or red, and like color in little bits of it, it'll be very usable. So I try not to throw away anything. Let's see. These are Project Life cards, similar, well, they're pocket page cards. I don't think this one is necessarily Project Life. But I just put a planner sticker at the bottom, and I think that that just adds a little bit of interest to that card. These planner stickers, I did not know how I was going to use, but I really like how that turned out by adding a flower and a little thing that just says my list. I could also use this side if I wanted. This is also a planner sticker, and I just put remember. This is homemade paper that I backed with some scrapbook paper and made into a tag. Some more planner stickers on a piece of scrapbook paper. This is how I use pieces of cards. This was just like a really pretty decorative thing on a greeting card that I received. And I just added some stickers and scrapbook paper and stapled it together. This was just a little scrap. And I think that's really cute to use for like a flight for a vacation, just a more tropical. So same thing with this. I used the rest of this border sticker, and I used an arrow. This was a stamped image. I thought this would be great to use for Arizona. I added some floss just to add some interest. Sometimes I'll add feathers, just like one feather to add some interest. I staple it in, and then this is just like a calendar page that the date was like, it's like the back of a planner sheet, and I just ripped around it, and you can't see the year or whatever on it. You just see the numbers, and I really like how that turned out. What other ones? This is another one of those pocket page cards, and I added a sticker that said Merry Christmas. This, this was a Christmas one. I think it was a cut apart. And I just added a Merry Christmas sticker, and then I thought that it needed something up here, so I just added a circle planner sticker. I kind of went with it. The colors coordinated, and I will definitely use that for like Christmas shopping or whatever. This is a really cute one that I made into like to list the books that I've been reading. I had some random like beach stickers like that had like a treasure chest and a shell, and I just added summer days, and I'll list the books that I read during the summer, which honestly this summer I didn't read hardly at all. I mean, I did read a lot for school, but I didn't read like for enjoyment hardly at all. Make today as good as your hair flip. I didn't think that I would use this card the way it was, so I chose this side. So, and I could actually use the back of this if I had a clear pocket and it was double-sided. I could cover up this back of the staple with like a bow or something, or a ribbon, and I could use this side and I could use this side if I wanted to. On the page, what else can I show you that's a little bit different? When I have random like little tiny stickers, these I know are from Planner Society. This I think might be only one sticker actually, but when I have stickers that are like teeny tiny little pieces, I don't know if this is a good example. I will like make a grouping on it. let's see if there's something that I did there. Well, I kind of did here. I just put like a piece of scrap paper over a tag. This had a word on it that I wanted to cover up, so I used this plainer banner and a little tiny random sticker. Here's one where I clustered two stickers together. This was a cut apart card, and it just said "Oh hello," and I wasn't gonna use it like with "Oh hello," but I thought that like there were colors in here that were kind of fallish, so I just used a sticker that had, I think these were planner stickers too, but like decorative stickers like that, I don't use in my planner. I just think that they look so cute in my scrapbook. So like the wreath and then the little squirrel, and then this just kind of like is like, oh hello fall, you know. So there's that. What else is other stuff that, when I use stickers, I like to use them all. If they're like even planner stickers that I'm not going to use in my planner, I will use. This was out of a magazine, a scrapbook magazine, I think, or something. And when I see an image like this, I cut it out. Like I fussy cut it out, and then I put it on. Like this tag itself is an advertisement. So like if I see in a magazine like an advertisement for scrapbook paper, I will cut a piece of it out and then I will make an embellishment with it, because I'm using it for myself. I mean, I'm not selling it. So, I mean, I'm using it for my own purpose. So I think it's okay to cut apart your magazines and use what's in them. You know, most of my magazines are old anyways. And these products don't exist anymore. So go ahead and cut up your magazines and use them. Use them however you can. I consider it recycling. So that's what I do. I do that with my catalogs, like with old Stampin' Up! Or Close to My Heart or Creative Memories catalogs that I have. I cut those up too and use them for embellishments, because why not? You know, you're recycling it. You're using it for your own purpose and you're recycling it. So this was a big balloon sticker that is kind of 3D. It's on a dimensional backing, and it was a balloon. I think it was intended for a birthday. But one thing that I love about Disney is their gigantic balloons. It seems like I can't go to Disney without buying a balloon. It's the little kid in me. I just love their balloons. They don't usually last very long, but I at least like have to have one balloon. Well, this is a piece of scrap paper that I had punched a bunch of these little Mickey punchies out of for something like years ago. It wasn't even my punch. It was somebody else's punch. I was probably at a crop and I asked if I could borrow it. But I made a tag out of the scrap, and I made sure to cut, like, so the two Mickey punchies were in the tag, and then I attached the balloon, and I love this tag. I think it is so stinking cute. I think it'd be really cute if I could find like a Mickey sticker or something with them in black or something, or white, to stick in the balloon. But I think it's super cute this way, just as it is. Let's see what is in here. Oh, this is just a bag that I wanted to save. Sometimes if there's like a plastic bag, I'll stick that in there too. This is a giant fishbowl sticker. I'm not sure how I'm going to use that, but I knew that I didn't want to make an embellishment out of that. this is a way that I covered up like these circle chipboard punch outs. I never really knew how I was going to use these. I still have like big sheets of them, I think, in my cabinet that need to get used up. These things. But sometimes it's difficult to figure out like how am I going to use all of this stuff. And they're brand new. But I think I bought like all of these at a thrift store. Like there was a big stack of them like rubber banded together, and for very little money. I think it was like $3 for like the whole stack. And I was like, heck yeah, I can use that. So, but you have to have something to like be able to create with these things. And so I generally cover them up with stickers or embellishments or something that color coordinates with whatever it is. I just haven't like even broken into those yet. And they've been sitting in here for quite a while. I actually forgot that I had them. When I was reorganizing in my office, I realized that I had those. This is something that I made a long time ago. I didn't add anything to it, but I could add like So Goofy or something at the bottom. But I made this for a swap that we did, a Disney swap, and I put like little eyelets at the bottom and then this goofy ears and hat, and it's just like a journaling tag you can journal on. So I didn't add anything to this. This was another thing that this is another swap that I did about 20 years ago. That this has been in my stash, and it was one that you passed around stuff. So like each person did a different element to it, and then the person who hosted the swap would mail it out to people. And so I had the stamp with the map, and I had this stamp that said travel. And so, and I think I had the Bon Voyage. No, I did not have the Bon Voyage stamp. Somebody else stamped that. So I stamped these two, and then other people added like each element. Well, I hadn't used it the way it was. I will probably end up using, I'll probably cover up London just because we've never been to England. But I will probably use this for South America, like one of Matt's South America pages, because he did cruise on that trip. And I thought the sun was kind of looked South American. So I will probably like take a strip of sticker and cover up London and cover up London here. There is London on the bus. I could probably put like an enamel dot or something to cover up London and make it more what I need to use it for. I just kind of look at each embellishment as a whole and just like, how can I use this? Or how is this going to work for my scrapbook? I don't really look at it like from anybody else's point of view. I just think about the pictures that I have and how I can use them in ways that will fit my needs. This was a hamburger sticker that was in a planner kit. And I just took a piece of, I think this was a piece of a card actually. Cut a tag, put some stars. And I know that we have pictures of going to Red Robin because that's like one of my boys' favorite restaurants to go to. And so that will be perfect for that. This scrap paper was not, this was like, had a palm tree. It was not Halloween at all. But I had these random Halloween planner stickers. And I thought that the colors matched quite good. And if you cut it into a tag, you couldn't even tell that like it was a beach type themed piece of paper. Now it just fits that. This was like an epic fail with a stamp. Like I stamped the image and then the image kind of like it wasn't lined up. And I was going to throw it away. And then I decided to add a couple little tiny stickers, and then I put, because I'm the mom, and I really like that, like, the image of the woman is like double, because it's like so many times you feel like you're a mom, but you're also somebody else. You know, you have a life, you're a person, you, outside of being a mom or a wife or whatever, you have your own life too, you know, that you have goals that you set for yourself. And so I just kind of like that. And I think I might use that on like a personal page where I journal about myself or something. I just think about those kind of things, like when I'm creating these and watching TV, my mind goes 100 million miles an hour. Let's just say that. And I multitask, and, you know, I'm one of those people who can have the TV going in the background and study an entire unit for class or whatever and be fully focused on my homework, but like that background noise is kind of like I'm slightly paying attention to the TV, but I don't know. I'm just one of those people who can like do all of those things at the same time. This is a notepad for a planner. And this was in that bin. It probably came in one of those scrap bags, to be honest, from Scrapbooking for Less. But I will definitely cut these up and use them like as journaling foundation pieces for my scrapbook. I won't use it for planning. You could use it for planning, but I have enough planners out there that I don't need like these little notepads. And the gold foiling is so cute. You could cut off the morning task. You could cut off the note. You could use that part. You could use that part. You could cut off this piece. You could use it as decoration. There's just so many things that you could do. And so that I just stuck in there because it was in that bin. That was just a claim ticket for our photos. Here's another advertisement that I added a sticker to. I just thought it was cute. I thought it would be cute for like Animal Kingdom or something like that. And it's just an ad. Let's see, anything else? There's another planner thing that says happy plans, let's begin, and then an arrow that I just made into a tag. I make a lot of tags because I think that they're very versatile, especially like with clusters. This would be like the top of a cluster. This was part of a big card. I think it was a square card, and it just said this was awesome at the top, and I cut it, you know, a portion off of it. It's not even straight because it doesn't even matter. I'm going to tuck it under anyway. Used a random popcorn sticker and date night, and I'll use it for going to the movies. So just so many things. Gosh, I don't even know. It's a good way to use up your scraps too. Like if you have a little pieces of scrap paper, I have a punch that punches out these tags. So it's very easy for me to like sit on the couch and just like take my punch and like punch out a whole bunch of random tags out of little bits of scrap paper that I have. And then I have this whole big, you know, container or Ziploc bag of tags, and then I can just like match them to whatever I want to match them to and make embellishments with. So that works really good. These are some planner stickers that weren't even from the same kit. This was a little piece of Christmas scrap paper, and I used the back of it, and I think this was left over from my December daily actually. And it just put every moment matters, remember, good fortune. And I'll probably use that like we go out to Chinese every once in a while, and I always take pictures. I take pictures of everything. I'm a scrapbooker. You already know that. So, these are this is another piece of scrap paper left over from my December daily, and I just cut a tag out, and these are planner stickers, and I just put them together, celebrate the season, and now it's a nice tag that I can use in my December daily again. Same with this one, scrap paper, Christmas planner sticker. This is a planner sticker that's decorative, that's got like some camels on it. And this will be a nice cluster that I can add stuff to in my December daily. This is one that I put together with like a couple different papers. Actually, no, this was a planner sticker on a piece of scrap paper. And then I just took this one that says, well, hello weekend, and a little heart. And this would be like going to the beach or going to, when we went to Lake Havasu, you know, that would be a good tag for that. And this is like got a bunch of junk food on it, like all these random stickers. This is how I use these little random stickers. I just put them across the bottom on a piece of advertisement from a magazine. And then I put another planner sticker that says note to self. And this is a really good one, like, so I can journal. It gives me like forethought. Like if I pick this one up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a page on, or if I'm creating a page kit, it's like, oh, I'm going to do a page on like remembering not to eat junk food, you know, or like eat healthier or whatever, you know. It's just really cute. This is a paper piecing that was older than the hills and I never used it. Goofy was, I have a lot of Goofy stuff because Goofy was my oldest son's favorite Disney character. In fact, when we went to Disney in 2002, he didn't care if he met any Disney characters except Goofy. And we were there for a week and we looked and we looked and we could not find Goofy anywhere. Well, the last day we were there, we were at Animal Kingdom, and he finally got to meet Goofy. And Goofy was dressed in his like safari clothes, but he didn't care. It was Goofy. And so we made sure that we took tons of pictures of him with Goofy because he was in seventh heaven. He was, well, in 2002, he was 10. So like for a 10-year-old, that was like a big, big deal. So this paper piecing, and I added these stickers. So Goofy, and then this like curly Q one. And it just kind of enhanced it a little bit more, made it more interesting. I'm not sure how long that I've talked so far. These are the most recent ones that I made. In this little bin. These are like ones that I made first, and then I usually have this is the bin that I have sitting beside me on the couch, and I'll fill it up, and then I'll grab one of these Felicity Jane pizza boxes, and then I'll dump it in like as this gets full, and then this will be empty again and I'll refill it because I do this quite often. It's just something I enjoy doing it. I think it's fun. These were some Planner Society stickers, just random ones that I probably wouldn't have used. This Y was just if you have like random letter stickers that you don't know what you're gonna do with. I mean, I've seen other scrapbookers like put a bunch of random stickers on a layout. Looks really, really cute. I've done that and I love the look of it. But sometimes, you know, you just have a few letters and they're still usable. Y is for Yessie, and she is an aesthetist. So she works at a spa. And so I made a tag for her. Like I took pictures of her at work one day when we were visiting, and I put appointment, and then I put like some spa clothes there. And that turned out really, really cute. And this was just like a random Y that was sitting there on a sheet that I probably wouldn't have used that way. So just be creative when you're making these, and it turns out really fun. Same thing with this. Here was a random H, and I'd had this acrylic frame for a really long time. Didn't know what I was going to do with it. This like XOXO heart thing, was just a random sticker. I think it was actually on a planner sheet, to be honest. And then, this stripe paper is just a little tiny piece of scrap paper. And then I put the H on it, and H for Hunter. So I can put this like next to like pictures of him and his girlfriend or whatever. And I think that that will be really, really cute. I also have, like, I could use it for Valentine's Day too when he was little. And every Valentine's Day, I would always get the kids like a card or a box of candy or whatever when they were little. I haven't done that in a while. Usually now that they're older, I just usually make like a special dinner or like special breakfast or something for them. But like most of, like, one of my kids lives out of state now. One of my kids lives at home, but he works. He's an adult. He's 20, and he has a job, so he's not always home. Plus, he has a girlfriend. That's my middle son who has a baby. And so he's either at his girlfriend's, seeing the baby, or at work. And so I don't really do too much. I try to take pictures when he's home a lot. My youngest is 17, and I still try to do special things with him because he's still a kid. I mean, he's not quite grown yet. So I'm just kind of like lingering with the last one and, enjoying my time with him before he's grown up. And he has been like apprenticing with blacksmithing all summer, and now they're going to transfer into welding. So the guy who taught him blacksmithing is going to start teaching him welding because he can use that as a career later on down the road if he wants to go to school for welding. There's a college that's not too far from here that teaches welding skills. So it's something that he can think about for his future, and I think it's a great move. He's always been my like chef kid, and he's always teetered on being a chef, but he really has a special interest now that he's older. Being a chef was more of a younger kid thing that he wanted to do for years and years. And maybe it was just something that he enjoys doing, but it's not something that he wants to have as a career. And I'm thinking that he really, really enjoyed doing blacksmithing, and he really enjoys like working with like welding tools and stuff. So I think that might be his niche, and definitely automotive is my middle son's niche, and framing and finishing in construction is my oldest son's niche. So your child is not necessarily going to be a scholar or whatever. I know my youngest son was joking yesterday. He was like, well, if I don't become a welder, I'm going to become an engineer or a lawyer. And I'm like, a lawyer? That was the first time I had ever heard that come out of his mouth. So I just kind of cracked up. But he can be whatever he wants to be, whatever he wants to pursue. He can do it. He's a smart kid. So all my kids are smart. So, but so that was pretty much it. My husband started his new job. He really enjoys it. He likes it. It's going to be really good for our family. Just because, first of all, it pays well. It's a union job. So the benefits are fantastic, like better than any place that he's ever worked before. His insurance is like so good. So much better than what we have right now. It's like, it includes dental and vision and health and that's going to be wonderful. And there's a retirement plan and all these things. So, there just are so many positives. I was so bummed when he lost his last job, but this job is so much better. And sometimes I have a really hard time trusting God in like these decisions, like in life when things happen and like when really bad things happen to us. And like, I think, oh my gosh, what now? You know? And then he does something that like betters our life. And that this definitely has bettered our life. And I hope that, and my husband enjoys it. He enjoys what he's doing right now. He's only worked 3 days. Well, 2. Today's his 3rd day. But so far, he really likes it. And I hope and pray that this is something that is long term. I really do. I really hope that it is. And so, yeah. So that yesterday was his birthday and we celebrated, and I was able to get my assignment in Monday, 2 a.m. on Tuesday morning. It was a little bit late, but editing took way longer than I thought it was going to, and I had to make sure that I edited because the last time I edited somewhat, but I was running short on time, and I was getting frustrated with it. And so I was like, I'm very, very nitpicky, and my professor is very nitpicky, and which is good. You want them to be like, to tell you what the correct way to do things, because it's something that you're going to use in your profession. Even though the way that we're doing it is not the way that I remember that it was done back when I worked for the school system, but that times have changed. I mean, like, there's so many more rules than there were back when I worked at the school, and like we've transformed in the time period of that I worked at the school, and now we've transformed into like this very technical or technology based teaching system that was non-existent when I worked at the school. So it's totally different, and I definitely feel that like going back to school was really good for me, just for the fact that I'm like up on, things that I didn't even know about. Like there were, when I started this journey, I had never done a PowerPoint. I mean, that didn't exist when I worked at the school district. Well, none of these programs, none of these like Storymaker or Classroom Architect or any of these programs did not exist back then. Because, it was like 2006. I mean, we were just getting into like, 2006, were we still using like, like AOL online? I mean, were we still using dial-up? I think we were. I don't think Wi-Fi even existed back then. There were definitely not any apps on our computers or on our phones. It's a totally different ballgame, and educators have to stay current, with things, to make sure that we're up to date on all this new information. And I think that this was totally beneficial for me. But yeah. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. I think I showed you enough. I don't know how many more. I guess I could show you this one as a last thing. I just took like some ripped paper, scrap paper, attached it to this. These are pins. These are like little button pins that came on some Valentines that I bought my kids like when they were little. And we had a whole bunch left over. And they're really cute flare buttons. And I just thought that that was really cute. Mr. Handsome used a sophomore sticker. This, I don't know where it came from, whether it was a plainer thing or not. Sophomore might have been plainer. And then, you know, here's this like little monster with glasses. And I thought that this is so stinking cute for like Ethan's sophomore year for the first day of school picture. Because he wears glasses and we always call him Nini Monster. So I just thought that it was so perfect, you know. So, but that's how you can use like little random bits of like pins or little award things that your kids get. I know my kids get pins for 4-H all the time. They don't wear those things. They don't hold on to those. They go straight in my scrap room, and then I just like use them in embellishments for like pictures, because I'm generally, when they win like an award for 4-H or whatever, I take a picture. Same thing with Boy Scouts. When our oldest son went through Boy Scouts, and he had a lot of patches. Like in Boy Scouts it's patches, and 4-H it's pins. But you know, and he was in karate, so he has like stuff like patches from karate and things like that. So all that stuff can, you know, be added to embellishments, to homemade embellishments, to enhance your pages. But I hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative. My next video will probably be like a layout share. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that. Maybe Friday. I know that I have an assignment due tomorrow, so I have a lot of reading to do this afternoon. And then I have an assignment due on Monday, which is a big one. And we are going to Indiana we're going to Indiana on Monday to pick up the boys. My husband can't because he has to work, but my middle son and I and my youngest son are going to drive to Indiana to get their friends that are going to stay with us for a week and over Halloween. And my assignment's due on Monday, so I'm going to have to do that assignment on Sunday. So there's just like, so this weekend is going to be like filled with homework. But so I don't know, like I'm trying to do this as best as I can, and I'm kind of like maneuvering my way through. I know that some people commented that my videos are too long, and some of them are. Sometimes I combine like 3 videos. Like my last video is over an hour, but it's actually 3 videos in one, because I talked about 3 different things. I mean, I did a process video, but I was showing you how to use like free things that you get in the mail, and then I also had a haul on that. And I think next time that I film something like that, I'm gonna like stop the camera in between each thing to make like the video shorter. I'm hoping this video is not too long. I don't know how long it is, but that's why I didn't show you everything. But I'm learning. Bear with me, and I hope that these videos are helpful. I will see you next time. Thanks for the new subscribers that I've gotten recently, and keep on scrapbooking. Bye.